Senator, we have a lot we want to cover, but we've got to get to that breaking news. Your reaction to President Trump now refusing to participate in a virtual debate, saying it's a waste of his time.
But Stephanie, that was 12 seconds ago, right? He may have changed his mind by then. I mean, I empathize with Biden. You know, you don't know what Trump is going to do. He lies all of the time. He changes his mind all of the time. He's going to sit down and negotiate a stimulus bill. He's not going to negotiate. He'll be in the debate. He won't be in the debate. But, you know, the truth is, this is somebody who has COVID-19. We have no idea what's going on in the White House, how he is feeling. They lie about that as well. You know, if I were in Biden's position, and I think the Election Commission is right, I don't know that I would want to be in the room with him. So I think a virtual debate is appropriate. Trump did not do well in the last debate. So, you know, he may not want to debate again. Who knows?
The president's message to the American people earlier this week is, don't let COVID dominate your life. The president also received top medical treatment at a 100% government-funded facility. That same care would cost the average American anywhere between $60,000 and $100,000. What do you have to say to that?
Well, what I have to say about that, I don't begrudge the president of the United States getting the health care that he needs when he is seriously ill. But I do very much resent the fact that we are the only major country on earth not to guarantee health care to all people as a human right. All right. The kind of care that Trump got is good. That is the kind of care that every American should get. And that is why I am a strong advocate for a Medicare for all single payer system, which means you go into any doctor's office, you go into any hospital, you do not take out your wallet, you do not take out your credit card. It is 100% publicly funded, available to all, whether you're rich or whether you're poor. But I think, Stephanie, this whole COVID-19 crisis, above and beyond Trump's illness, tells us how dysfunctional the current system is. Millions and millions of people have lost their health care because they have lost their job. And what I think the American people understand is that health care is a human right, not a job benefit, not a privilege. All of us, rich, poor, old, young, are entitled to health care, whether we're working or whether we are not. And the momentum for a Medicare for all single payer system is growing stronger every single day. We should not be paying twice as much per capita as our neighbors in are uninsured or underinsured, and we pay by far the highest prices in the world for prescription drugs. The American people know that.
Let's shift gears to the latest on coronavirus relief stimulus. The president has closed the door on a large comprehensive stimulus package, but he did ask Congress to pass a standalone airline relief bill. Speaker Pelosi seems open to that. While the 50,000 jobs in the airline industry are hugely important, what do you think about the fact that we could see a separate carve out for the airline industry that has huge lobbying efforts, huge influence in Washington, and nothing for mom and pop's shops that are closing every single day? We've lost over 100,000 small businesses already.
It's unbelievable. And I think, you know, every day we get overwhelmed by some crazy thing that Trump says, and we all focus on that. But your point is well taken. In my state of Vermont and all over this country, small businesses have shut, and many of them are not going to reopen again. Millions of people have lost their jobs. In the wealthiest country on earth, you got folks today who have lost their health care. They are worried about being evicted. They are worried about putting food on the table for their kids. So the truth is that the House of Representatives, I think 4 months ago now, did the right thing. They passed a comprehensive bill, including protecting workers in the airline industry, which we have got to do. But we have to protect small businesses. We have to protect those workers who have lost their jobs by extending that $600 a week supplement to unemployment that was previously the case.
But that bill, the HEROES Act, while it's comprehensive and important, is just a piece of paper. It didn't make its way through the Senate. Is it worth it to really take a look at doing more standalone bills like the one for independent restaurants, We've got over 5 million restaurant workers who are out of work and hundreds of thousands of restaurants that could close for good. You know Republicans at this point are not going to play ball on a comprehensive bill. Could you slice and dice this thing?
Well, it depends on what the slicing and the dicing looks like. The devil will be in the details. Yeah, but the answer is if we have a strong bill that protects small business, that protects workers, that understands the terrible crises that states and cities throughout America are now facing, yeah, I could, but the devil will be in the details.
The argument that Republicans are making that the president is the law and order president and it's Democrats who want to hurt things like cops and firefighters, wouldn't giving more money to states actually secure those jobs for firefighters, police officers, and teachers who are at risk of getting their pay cut if city budgets get cut?
Absolutely. I mean, it's not what will happen. It's what has already happened and will only become worse in the future. We have lost many, many, many hundreds of thousands of jobs. So if you're a police officer, if you're a firefighter, if you're a municipal worker, a state employee, a teacher, you should be worried. And because of the coronavirus, revenue for states and cities has significantly gone down. States are struggling. They desperately need help from the federal government. Look, right now we are for working people, Stephanie, we are in the worst economic downturn since the Great Depression. And the federal government has got to step up to the plate in this terrible moment of crisis and protect the working families of this country.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.